Hello and welcome to another episode of Pro Clubs Weekly. I am your host, Eightball, and as always, I am joined by the main man himself, Domino. Domino, how the devil are you?
Yes, my friend. Back with VPG, favourite night of the week, Pro Clubs Weekly Day.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of change of scenery today. It's the Xbox Europe Championship, Domino, and this is between two English teams, two teams we've met in the community. One being, and you can see them on your screen, one being Vintage and the other Richmond. And they both play in, well, one plays in England Championship, one plays in England Premier in VPG.
Nice.
And it's first versus second, Domino. So I'm only bringing you good stuff. I'm only bringing you the good stuff.
As you do.
So yeah, you and those watching at home owe me for this one. A nice little change of pace, and let's see what two of England's second and third tier teams can bring us this evening. And we have got Vintage in the white. You may have recognised Richmond in their classic Crystal Palace-like kit. And they are attacking from right to left. And just trying to keep a little bit of possession, and failing to do that. Richmond have now got it in the attacking third. Big switch of play. And Domino, what is it you're actually expecting from tonight? So it's not our usual Premier games, as Richmond break in the box here, but it is cut out. Yeah, what kind of stuff are you expecting from this game tonight?
So we've covered a lot of the Sports Premier stuff, and that is the highest quality that you can play at in these leagues, really. So I'm actually excited for a taste of different scenery, different skill levels, and what I'm looking at the minute hasn't looked too bad. Richmond's got the ball under control nice and early on, popping the ball around nicely, switching play when it's needed, and Vintage don't look out of shape. Look at this defensive line, all three in a comfortable position. So as I was looking forward to the quality, and the quality is still at a very high level.
Yeah, and I think it's almost got a bit of a taste of a grudge match to it, because this is one of the European games, Domino. So whilst they're not in the same English leagues, they are in the same European league. For those of you who don't know how VPG works, I spent the afternoon learning all about it today. So we suggest you maybe do the same, because it is very interesting.
Eightball, the reason you do that is because we don't have to.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Like and subscribe, just to make it all worth it. But these guys are in the same European league, so they're first and second. So not only are they both from England, but also they're both at the pinnacle of that league as well. So, and we've switched back over to Xbox today as well, Domino, after a bit of a hiatus. Not that I've noticed any difference whatsoever, but now I can't say L1 triangle.
No, and you don't know the buttons for Xbox, which is funny to hear you do as well.
Yeah, I've never owned an Xbox. And that's no shade towards the Xbox, it's just... so Richmond, I've got it out on this right-hand side. It's cut out nicely by Barcasia. And the goalkeeper, Caprisa, great name. He got away with that one a little bit, Domino. It did look like he was going to get caught in possession. I
Playing with fire. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I look for when, again, I'm playing Pro Clubs, if you've got a Pro Clubs keeper and they look a little bit wobbly like that thing there, for some reason, as a team, it gives me confidence. As the attacking team, seeing a keeper either take liberties or chances or make a mistake, I'm like, right, okay. Because it's one of the hardest positions to play in competitive Pro Clubs. Mm-hmm. I think you should settle down early, but this is a nice bit of play, really good inside. Oh my!
It was top bins or bust, Domino, and I appreciate that. I've got a lot of time for that. Not very helpful in competitive Pro Clubs, but style points, you're getting some. Obviously would have got more style points if it had gone in, and also would have got a point on the scoreboard, but it remains 0-0 for that reason. This game hotting up nicely, actually.
Yeah, a lot of early sparring and feeling out process, but I think Richmond just landed the first punch there, showing what they're about. Their pressing's great as well here. Popped into the centre attacker, and he's given the penalty. We love a penalty on this channel, Eightball.
Very, very soft.
A penalty.
Very soft. It is. I mean, he did well to back into the centre back there, but he's gone down quite gently, and that is 1-0 straight down the middle. That's what we call a pro club's pressure penalty. Goalkeepers, if you're watching this, stay down the middle. I'm going to say 75% of the penalties we see on this channel go straight down the middle. That's my top tip. 31 minutes. Richmond make the breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Oh, I think that ball was there to play on the floor there, because it gives that centre half a chance to chance to run onto it and kind of burn past the centre half. But well cut out and good reading by the centre half. Let's see what Vintage can do here.
Yeah, I think Vintage, they need to strike back next, actually, because Richmond are really growing into this game, and there's a chance that they could possibly get out of sight if they concede, or if they score another one, if Vintage concede another one here. But Chev Loves in that middle of the park's looking really tasty at the moment. Seems to be running things quite nicely. And they'll be looking to keep this lead going into half time. If they can double that lead before then, I don't think Vintage could really complain about that, because it has been mainly Richmond at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Vintage are playing a certain style when they're working the ball out. They've done well there. They've capitalised on the ball. Balls come in.
Good punch by the goalkeeper, but it's broken loose, and just like that, potentially against a runner play. I thought the keeper did well to punch that in the first instance, because I think the centre-back got stuck underneath the ball a little bit. But as we see a lot on this channel, and just pro clubs in general, it's a rebound goal. And it's you've got to be there, basically. How many rebound goals do we see on this channel?
Yeah, I mean, I think in our last video we actually saw an amazing block on the line, because they smelt the danger for the keeper coming out. And I think the high quality centre backs see that. They see the keeper coming towards the ball, and their instant reaction is this is going to go wrong, and they cover the line. Yeah. I need to watch the replay, because I wasn't familiar with the positions of the players on that goal there, but I thought the keeper made the right call there. I thought the centre half was in a better position to win the ball, and if the keeper didn't come out, we'll be saying, why didn't the keeper come out for the ball? So
yeah, you can't. So I think you've done right. Honest, don't try.
No, you can't, because you won't. Great ball, good cutback. Where's the finish? Good block. Overhead kick. Oh my!
The first overhead kick of the channel. Yeah, so the executive there did quality with that reverse pass. Great defending there, because he's blocked the near post, so the keeper wasn't getting there. And then just when they thought it was safe, he's biceyed it into that same corner which was originally blocked. So they picked that corner, and yeah, just like that. I mean, I feel like it's the kiss of death from me. This happens quite a lot. I'll say a team's doing really well, and then in the blink of an eye, they are 2-1 down.
I think you were bang on. We were just talking about rebound goals there, and what just happened? Rebound goal.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at that possession, 61%. Only the 2 shots, but even the XG's up for Richmond. So, I mean, I'm just trying to justify why I was wrong. I mean, I do that quite a lot. So, but it's all to play for in the second half. It's actually heated up quite nicely. And it does feel a bit grudge matchy, which again adds a little bit of extra spice to it. Thoroughly looking forward to this second half, Domino.
Yeah, I mean, for as much domination as Richmond had, and I do think they were the better team in that half, you got to think their goal only came from a penalty.
Yeah.
And from the other 2 goals were from open play, and yes, they were rebounds, they were fortunate, but with 11 people, 22 people, random people, they have to be in that position. You have to drag your person to that position to be in an opportunity to score, and that's what they've done. So hats off to them, and they hold the lead now. Let's see what Richmond can do to mount an attack, because going forward they're looking threatening, but like I said, they haven't created a great deal from open play. Yeah, I agree, and it's often the way, isn't it? I think there's a lot of good build-up play,
in these VPG games we've covered so far, and then it's just, I mean, I think that is a testament to the defence. We never kind of watch a game and think, well, that's bad attacking play. It is just resolute defences, and again, with these teams being drilled the way they are, and being the standard they are, it's what we've come to expect. It's flicked on, but repelled by Richmond, and is a counter attack on the cards. They do have men forward. Onto this right hand side, bit of space now. Paddy Hex gets it inside, and there's She Loves Bubba, but it's given away again. It's just breaking down on the edge of that box. No idea what this player on the right hand side is doing. He was dug out by his teammate Miguel though, and they live to fight another day. What can they get cooking? And a great little ball down the line. He's just strayed. She Loves Bubba again. On the ball, and Vintage have gone back.
Can we give man of the match to She Loves Bubba just for the name alone?
You don't know. Actually, no. We need to give man of the match to whoever gets voted more times in the comments now. If you're not learning anything. Great bit of skill on this right hand side actually for Vintage. Unlucky not to break through there. Miguel, nice and composed on the ball. They've got players cooking on this left hand side if they can find it, and they have. What have they got? Yerks. And it was the centre half actually who gave away the penalty, who's kind of mad bad Harkey, who's been phenomenal since giving away that penalty. Actually, I almost mentioned it earlier on, but I'm glad I waited now because he's got more praise. Sometimes when you give a penalty away, it's cut to the near post and sent to the far post, and there's a bit of daylight between the two teams now, Domino.
Richmond were dominating possession again. They looked the better footballing team, but the attack there, and there was no luck about that one. There was no ricochet or rebound. That was smart, educated passing, slow, good save, good, well held. Slow, patient build up. They created their chance and carved them out. That goal was as high as quality as you'll see on any video that we've done. They're really taking their chances, and they've been clinical when they get into that final third.
Yeah, they really have actually, and I don't think the scoreline discredits them whatsoever.
No,
they have just, when the ball's broken, they've been clinical, and not only Richmond, but I think a lot of teams in VPG can learn, or pro clubs in general can learn from this attacking force of Vintage. Good contest there between centre half and centre forward. She Loves Bubba again, probing away, but again straight offside. It's beginning to be the story of this second half for Richmond. Can they find a way back in?
Yeah, they're going to have to get a goal quite soon this year. We've got 20 minutes of virtual game time to play, so we'll run out of time to mount for the equaliser, so they need to get that second one.
Yeah, they've kind of got to go for it, haven't they? And hopefully, I mean, they just start to let loose a bit. It's all very kind of ticky-taka around this final third at the edge of the box. It either needs the strikers to stay on side, or someone just pull the trigger and just see what happens. I think Vintage are more than happy to sit and see this game out as they look to counter-attack. Prada's got it on this right-hand side. Good bit of footwork.
He's cooking. He's cooking.
There. He is. He's just drawn the foul. He's done quite well there, running that clock down. The executive fails to get it inside, but he's kept the ball. Oh my God, behaviour. Yeah, you would have the shot after doing that, 100%. Plays on this right-hand side. If She Loves Bubba can find him, he's gone down the line instead. And it is the impressive Mad Bad Harkey who sweeps up on a booking for that tackle in the first half. But he seems to have repented. And yeah, Vintage just keeping this ball now. Gabe tries the skill. Good drop of the shoulder from Luna.
Done well to get back on side as well.
Yeah, they're learning.
And then he was offside again.
God. It told you, it's the commentator's kiss to death. Yeah, I think this last 10-15 minutes, Vintage are more than happy just keeping this ball.
Well, it's they look comfortable though. I know they haven't had much of the ball.
Hello.
Go on and sweeper keeper. But they defensively actually they look comfortable. They don't look troubled. No rash tackles. They're not really getting in behind. They're not panicking or behind the ball, should I say? They're actually one of the only teams that I can safely say looks comfortable outside of possession.
Yeah, no, I agree, and this is why they sit first and second in this European league, isn't it? It's what we expected from this game. Two good teams, but something's got to give, and that has been the way in this game. With the 3 goals for Vintage and just that solo penalty for Richmond. But there are 3 virtual minutes left as the throw-in goes long. Picked up by She Loves Bubba, dropped off, and he gets it back. And yeah, good contest by the centre back again. Intercepted though. Can they get a chance to get back into this?
Great
what
block.
A great block. And good sweeping up by Caprison, the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, good recovery.
And that's launched long. I don't think they're going to get much change out of this. They have managed to get it down the line though, into this attacking third. So the play will continue. Cut back.
Penalty?
Ooh, I feel like that one was more of a penalty than the penalty. And that's not because it wasn't a good tackle. That's because of FIFA. Just to clarify, that's a great header by Varane. And that is all she wrote. 3-1 Domino.
Yeah, and the first half would say the scoreline might have flattered Vintage. I think overall you take both halves and how comfortable Vintage were out of possession. I think that's the right result.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's one of those things that it's very, very cliche to say, but whoever gets the most goals wins the game. Stupid comment, but also, you know, there's no point in being sat on it and saying, well, we had more possession, we had more this, we had more that. It's 3-1 at the end of the day, and there's not much we can do about that. What I am pleased about, both from a fan of pro clubs and someone who runs a YouTube channel about pro clubs, is the fact that we had 2 really good teams on show there, and that it didn't let us down. So that's always a good thing for us. They're just the 2 things, and a goal maybe. I know Domino loves goals, so they're the 3 things we need in every video. And yeah, both of these 2 teams duly delivered. So thank you very much for that.
And watching like Richmond's play, to be fair, and the biggest compliment I can give them is they all trust each other on the ball. They didn't look out of place. Maybe in the final third they need a little bit more going forward, a couple of more opportunities, maybe pull the trigger earlier, but they kept passing into players in tight positions. I'm looking at it and then I'm looking, well, when I received that in that position, but every time they took it on, they were turning out of trouble and passing it. I thought their build-up play was excellent. It really was. I don't think they had enough ideas going forward, maybe matched by Vintage great defending, but I thought Richmond, their whole build-up play and their style of play was a joy to watch.
Yeah, and we touched upon it at the beginning of this video. These are 2 teams that have kind of reached out to us in the community. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. And obviously, if anyone else wants to reach out, like we always say, we're nice people. We like a little bit of a chat, especially if it's about pro clubs.
Absolutely.
Or UFC sometimes, Domino. Rocket League, maybe.
Rocket League, mate. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely be looking out for these 2 teams and how they get on for the rest of the season. In terms of man of the match, the centre half gets my vote, but we know that's not how it goes anymore. So Domino, do you want a vote or do you want to leave it to the general public?
Bubba gets my vote. He was actually, other than the name, I tell you what, he was actually really, really good for that whole game. I think you said his name more than anyone else, mainly because you wanted to say his name.
You caught me there. You really did. Yeah, that was it. No, great game from both teams. Look forward to catching up with you guys either on socials or on this channel again. Domino, I'll leave you to say goodbye, and yeah, that's it from me.
Yeah, as always, Vintage, as always, Richmond, honour and a privilege to call your games. Good luck for the rest of the season. Thanks for bringing it to us, and take care of yourselves. See you later, guys.
See you on the next video.